Let's do this.
Okay, so this is XTZ, Tezos, and this is the 1 week Coinbase chart. So without further ado, let's dive in and see what we can make of this. So as the first thing that I would do is I'd get up the relative strength, okay? So what I want to see is there any chance that we can reverse from this area? Is there any clues that might be presenting themselves? What can we make of it? Okay, so the easiest thing to do is to have a look at the RSI. Now, quite clearly, the RSI is not making any new lows. Okay, so the low here in December 22 has not been matched and it hasn't been taken out, okay, on the RSI. So we've not gone lower. However, on the price, that's a different picture. So we're making lower lows. And this week, we made our 5th lower low. Okay, so do bear with me because this is actually a really important video, especially if you like Tezos, because this is a huge opportunity here. So this is the RSI, bullish divergence. So price action, the price is going lower and the RSI is making higher lows. So what can we see from this? Well, this whole structure, it looks very similar to what Bitcoin Cash did. And if you've watched my other videos on Bitcoin Cash, you'll probably recognize it as well. So we didn't make a new all-time high because our all-time high was here, and that was in December 2017. And our low was here. Okay, so this is our trading range. To get to the top of the range, we've got 1750%. And to get to the bottom of the range, we've got another 50%. Okay. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get there, though. Now, is there anything that I can make of this without using any Fibonacci extension tools or anything like that? Well, this whole structure, we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and then 5, okay? Or this is the end of the third wave, and this is your fourth wave, and that completes wave 1. This potentially could be wave 2, and that would quite, well, I mean, is potential, okay? With this bullish divergence, I would consider that a really good area to think of this as a wave 2, okay? Before we go on for wave 3, 4, and 5, I don't pay attention to these targets because I haven't calculated them yet. However, this whole chart looks extremely similar to what Bitcoin Cash is doing. Now, if I take the fractal from Bitcoin Cash, I'll just copy that on my other screen. I'll bring it into this screen. I'm going to copy it. Okay, so here we have Bitcoin Cash. And this price action with the blue overlay is from July 2017. So we get, and it ends in December 17. So around the same time that XTZ topped. Okay, so we're just going to see if we can play around with this and see how it looks once we've done it. Okay, so if we overlay that, get in there, getting quite close, something like that. Okay, so let's play around with it a little bit more. Round about here, okay. So as you can see, the price action is very similar anyway. It's not going to be exact, but it's very similar. Now, with Bitcoin Cash, we were making lower lows until finally we popped off, okay? And it's very similar to what's happening here with Tezos. So we're having this downward momentum, and eventually, I think we're going to get quite a big pump out of here, very much like Bitcoin Cash. And if we did get that move, it would be something around 263%. So this zone here is really where you want to look at. And it's pretty much the same zone as Bitcoin Cash. So let's just get Bitcoin Cash up now. And we'll take all the drawings off. And we'll put it on the weekly. If we zoom in, you see that little hump here of price action? That is the same as here. This area here. Okay. And we can see it again. We'll mark it out there. That's the same price action. And if you have a look at what Bitcoin Cash was doing, it was forming this kind of structure. So we had lower lows. Did we have a relative strength bullish? Yes, we did. So we had a bullish divergence on the relative strength index. So we're making lower lows, but the RSI is not. Okay, so that's bullish. And yeah, I mean, I'm expecting further upside for Bitcoin Cash, as you might already have heard. And if we do get the upward momentum on XTZ, like I said, that is about 200 odd percent. Okay, and that would be the start, in my opinion, of a new bull run for XTZ. Now, targets. Where do I think the XTZ price is going to go? Well, the Fibonacci, let's have a look. Let's take it off log scale for now. If we do a fib extension from the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 2, then somewhere around here, if we break this 1.618, then obviously it's going to be very bullish, okay? And it's potential that it's going to follow what Link does, okay? So if Link's bullish, generally XTZ is going to be bullish. Now, if we take it off log scale, then the target's going to be around here, about $15. And because this correction for the second wave was so deep, I would expect a short and shallow wave 4 before eventually coming up to around this area here, so $35. So minimum targets really $35. If we extend using the log scale, then it could be quite a considerable amount more, especially if, so let's just say, if we break this 1.618 here at $142, again, I would expect a shallow wave 4, something like that. And then wave 5, we could be going up to about $1,000. So yeah, keep your eye on XTZ. Might be a good time to load up, especially with all of the indicators that I've shown you today. Having a look at XTZ versus Bitcoin. This is a big ABC into the green box. So this is the fib extension on log scale. Potential that we could get some kind of reaction here. On Ethereum, not much has changed. We haven't reached this green box. We might not reach it. But certainly on the USD pair, looks pretty much ready to go, in my opinion. Yeah, so heading over to ETH Bitcoin, we're still in the green box. Nothing much to look at here. If we do start getting a reaction, hopefully soon, then that's when altcoins are going to start really starting to pop off. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video, guys.